Happy rails to you. Welcome back, my friends. Happy rails to you. It's good to see you again. Thanks for watching my channel and the videos. Sometimes they go real fast and sometimes they're slow. Happy rails to you. Thanks for watching. Okay, here we go. This is Santa Fe. This is the purple or maroon Santa Fe. And some people call it burgundy. But this engine, first of all, had some really serious problems. Wasn't too much wrong with it as far as set it this way. As far as operating or being broken up too bad, what was wrong was this rail was bent real bad. This side was broken completely off. I'm sorry about the lighting, guys. I don't know what's going on with the lighting today. Trying to get it better. Maybe I'll back up a little further. But anyway, this side of the rail was broken completely off. I made another rail for it out of a small clothes hanger and used JB Weld super glue to put it back on. And I colored it some with a black marker. This one was the side one here. I don't know if you can see it or not. I see it just seems to be really dark today. This side one here, right here. Get it in here. It seemed to be, well, it was bent, all out of shape. And this one on this side was too. It was bent, all out of shape, this one. So I refashioned them and got them straightened out as best I could. We have a few scratches on it, but there's no deep scratches really. And it kind of cleaned up really nice, really. The frame itself is not broken. It has all 4 steps. This back rail was bent also. I managed to get it straightened out without breaking it. And these are cast, so they're very hard to straighten out. The motor did not run. And it does not have the front of the back truck and the side frames. I got the motor fixed. I figured out what was actually wrong with the motor, and that was these gears. You know, it's got 4 nylon gears, and these gears were just they're worn a little bit, but they wasn't lining up, and these wheels were spread too far apart to hold the gears down. And there's a keeper that goes on this center gear, this drive gear, that was not there. Let me take this apart real quick and show you exactly what I'm talking about. So there's a keeper here that goes on this gear, and the top of this gear has no shoulder. The bottom of it does, and it's very wide center. And so it goes through this gear, and then it has a particular keeper that goes down, and it's like a nut, kinda. But I didn't have one, and so I had to figure out something that would work. So what I did was I took an anchor for a wall mount and cut it down, and put some of that weld glue on it, and pushed it down upon it, and held it until it got solid. And that fixed it. Now this, unless it's knocked off, pulled off, twisted off, will not come back off, short of maybe a strong chemical or something that would get in and eat the glue. But now it runs great, and it's nice and quiet. Let me show you what I'm talking about. Nice smooth action, and it's not really noisy as some of the Marx motors are. It has a little bit of, which is normal in all motors. It's a really nice tight motor. Okay, let's bring it back over to the bench. All right. So, this is the piece that I made for it to retain this drive gear and which holds all the other gears actually in place tightly, and readjusted the gauge on the wheels, and now it runs like a champ. Also, the bulb didn't work, but it had corrosion on the back side of the bulb. Real simple fix. Now, the only problem is I did try to create and fashion the little trucks for it and make the wheel coverings also. And it doesn't look too bad, but it won't work properly because I can't get enough swing out on them. They need to be. So I have to readjust them. These were made out of Marx trucks. Old, excuse me, pre-war. 10 Marx trucks. And it was a good idea, and I got them down to this far, fixed them so that they would mount up and everything. But unfortunately, they won't work like they should. So we're not going to be able to use those. So, okay, guys, I decided, give you a little update. I decided since my homemade truck frames did not work with the side frames like they should because the side frames were hindering it from working, I decided to go ahead and just use them as the two-wheel trucks. And so I cut them down. Show you here. Made a two-wheel and just cut the side frames off of them, the extended side frames. See if I can get you. There you go. That's the back one. And so now we have the side frames, the trucks without the side frames. Now I did order some side frames from GMan, and they should be here in a week or so. But they don't have the clips anymore. The brackets or brace that they actually go on with. So I don't know if I'm going to be able to use them or not. But what I am going to do in this video, the closing of this video, is I'm going to go ahead and put this back together. Now that I do have at least the two-wheel trucks made for it. And get our screws back in here. Raise that up just a little bit. That's probably too much. Yeah, that's gonna be too much. Oh man. Bear with me. Okay, so now we have it, whereas we don't have any skirting, we don't have any side frames. But we do have our rear truck wheels on. See, so the back one, there's the front one. And I'm going to wait before I do anything else with it until those actual side frames come. I did have another idea, which is this motor is the same dimension as the motor in the E7s. And the side frames that mount on the E7s will mount on these motors without any alterations. As there are two holes, one here and one here, in the bottom of this frame that are exact same measurement for the mounting of the frames. So you could put that E7 frame on here, and that would give you the frame. And as I say, I don't know how it would look. I'm just seeing it in my mind. And that would make it look, if nothing else, a whole lot better than just as it is right now. Because then these would be covered and you'd be able to see the side frames. These, it really won't matter that much. You'd like to think that they're like four-wheel trucks, independent, like Marx did a wonderful design in doing that. But if you don't have that, and I don't know who's making those side frames and who's making the supports for them, but according to the Marx parts guy, Jim Fleemer, according to the last accounting that I have for their parts list, for 2025, they're no longer being made. So I guess we'll not be able to get those. And unless somebody's got a pair that they are not using. So as I said, we'll see what's going on when they get here and what a difference they'll be able to make in what we're doing here. All right. But there it is, such as it is. I'm going to take it over here and put it on the track and let you see how it does around a curve. Okay, here we go. I just got this track setting up here, half oval. So it's not level. and it's not mounted down, so I don't know how well you can see it. And unfortunately, I can't use let's try that. So anyway, guys, there's no problem on the curves, and those trucks will now work. But as always, this 1998 project is done for now. It is together, it's running. It does have its front and rear wheels now. And as I say, all we're doing is awaiting side frames or taking the time to figure out what method we're going to use to at least cover the drive wheels. All right. That's all I have for you in this episode. As always, remember Jesus Christ is Lord. I do want to give you a preview of the next project. This is a American Flyer track maintenance car, number 23743. It's missing the man, the back rail, and it does not run. So we will be breaking this down and repairing this back rail and putting a man on it. Get it running. It's going to be a fine addition to my American Flyer. This is one car I've always wanted and thought I didn't have, but in all actuality, I found one the other day in one of my boxes that I never got out of the box. And I cleaned it up and serviced it, and it runs. So now I have two of them. And all I wanted was one. So this shows you what happens when you've got stuff just sitting around in boxes. You can't get it out to where you can see it, or you never go. And that's why we get a lot of times end up with a lot of duplicates. It's because we've got things that we don't remember that we have, or that we can't get to. And so anyway, we're going to work on this track maintenance car in the future video. Also, we still haven't gotten to the track rebuild yet of the layout. We're going to be doing that. It's just been so hot and been rainy and hot, and I'm not sure. We're in August, getting ready to go into August, and August is the hottest time of the year. And I've got to have some help. So everything that I used to do by myself, I can't do anymore. So we're going to get it done. Hopefully we're going to start on it. I think one of the other videos we posted, I said I hope I had started it in a couple of weeks. And that's been probably 6 weeks ago. So, but we will. I don't want to put another date on it and not get started. But hopefully sometime in this upcoming month, hopefully we'll at least get started on it. And I'll do this track maintenance car video. We'll try to. We've got most of our activities out of the way now until August, around mid-August. Except for a couple of Saturdays, we're going to be tied up. But I'm going to try to get this posted, do a repair and post video on it next week. So if you guys pray for me, be patient with me, we'll get her done. All right. Until the next video, as I said, remember, God loves you and Jesus Christ is Lord. All right? Have fun working on those trains, running those trains around, doing the scenery, whatever it is you're doing. Have happy rails. Happy rails until next time. Bye-bye.